What is going on, everybody? It's Pastor Ethan here for episode 7 of the Truth Is podcast. Today we have a very special guest. We are joined by a junior at Hampshire-Fannett High School. Give it up for the one, the only, Jaden McGalin. Jaden, how you doing?
Not too bad, how are you?
I'm good. All right, so you know how this goes. We're going to hit some rapid fire questions. So whatever you think of first, just say it, all right? It doesn't matter what it is. All right, so you ready? All right, favorite Skittle flavor?
Green.
Starburst flavor?
Red.
How do you go green then red? How does that happen? Okay. Next, favorite cereal?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Okay, Waffle House or IHOP?
Waffle House.
That is the right question. And what do you get at Waffle House?
Waffles?
All right, he's got a point there. All right, James, so I know a lot about you, but some people don't. So why don't you just share a little quick something about you that people may not know?
Well, I'm a junior at Hampshire-Fannett High School, and I recently joined the robotics team.
Okay, the robotics team. So have you done anything with the robotics team yet? What do y'all do? Do you build robots that fight each other?
From what I understand, we build robots, and then we put them on a course, and we have to make a paper airplane that can launch, land in a certain area, and move blocks, and then climb like rope.
Okay. And then fight to the death.
I don't know, but maybe.
Maybe these robots could fight. I feel like that'd be entertaining. Like that BattleBot show where they just like, explosions. We'll add that in later, but all right. So, Jaden, as you know, we're going through Pastor Ron's devotion, the plain truth. And so for day 7, our truth is, what we do will be found out. Pretty plain, simple, to the point. What we do will be found out. So let's jump into our scriptures, Jaden. So Luke 12:2, there is nothing concealed that will not be disclosed, or hidden that will not be made known. Matthew 6:4, give your gifts in secret, and your Father who knows all secrets will reward you. And Ephesians 6:8, remember that the Lord will reward each one of us for the good we do. All right, Jaden. So let's start by breaking down the first one. So Luke 12:2, and in it says, there is nothing concealed that will not be disclosed, or hidden that will not be made known. So that part that says hidden and not be made known, what comes to your mind when you first hear that?
That we should be mindful of our actions, because no matter what, they will always be found out.
Yeah, that's true. So let's jump next to Matthew 6:4. It says, give your gifts in secret, and your Father who knows all secrets will reward you. So the part I really want to hit on is the who knows all secrets. So what do you pull from that part?
That no matter how secretive we are with it, or no matter how many people we know, God will always find out.
Yeah, God knows everything. We can try to be sneaky, but we're not sneaky enough, right? All right, and finally, Ephesians 6:8, remember that the Lord will reward each one of us for the good we do. It's pretty plain and simple. God will reward us for the good things that we do in life, So if you pull one thing from these scriptures that kind of just sticks out to you, one kind of common thread, what is that?
Like I said, no matter what we do, we should be mindful of our actions, because it always comes back to get us eventually.
Yeah, ties in with our actual devotion. What we do will be found out. Everything in these devotions tie in every different way. So our actual devotion part for this says, the courts and jails are full of people who would not have done what they did if only they had known that everyone was going to find out about it. What could they have been thinking? Even if they would have gotten by in this life, they would have not gotten away. Everything is going to be revealed either in this life or at the judgment seat of Christ. What you do will be found out. It is the truth. The only confidence we can possibly have is to not allow ourselves to do anything which we do not want others to find out about. The scriptures are plain, and their admonitions should serve to keep us on the straight and narrow. God also openly rewards good deeds done in secret. What you do will be found out. All right, Jaden. So we're going to hit on a couple points that are in the actual devotion. So the first one I actually want to go on is the courts and jails are full of people who would not have done what they did if only they had known that everyone was going to find out about it. So when you think about that, when you hear the, jails are full of people, they wouldn't have done it if they knew they were going to get caught. Is that true in life? There's a lot of things that you wouldn't have done if you knew you were going to get caught.
Oh, most definitely. If there's so many things that if I had known beforehand, I would definitely get caught for it. I would not have done it.
Yeah, it's kind of just a fact of life. There's things that we're going to do in life that, if we had known what's going to happen a year later, a day later, whatever it is, we wouldn't have done it. So next, the part I want to jump to is what you do will be found out. It is the truth. The only confidence we can possibly have is to not allow ourselves to do anything which we do not want others to find out about. So this part that says we should not allow ourselves to do things that we don't want to be found out about. Have you ever thought about life in that way of, I shouldn't do this? Mainly, one, it's wrong, but two, I don't want others to find out about this. What do you think?
We're all self-conscious about what others think of us, no matter how good it is or how bad it is. And
yeah. And so finally it says, God also openly rewards good deeds done in secret. What you do will be found out. What you do will be found out. Good things and bad things. So when we look at this, what's kind of one thing that you kind of pull from our whole devotion today?
How no matter what we do, our actions will always come back around either good or bad.
Yeah, it'll come back around. Either way, you're going to find out. Somebody will find out. So let's jump to our prayer for today. It says, God, please give me and others dear to me the good sense to not do anything which displeases you or brings shame to your name. Help me to remember that I am a Christian and it is my responsibility to act like one, making right and righteous decisions. Man, these prayers are great. Every day it's just something new that we can just constantly and consistently pray for whatever thing in life we're struggling with. There's things that we do that we just can't seem to shake. We pray this and we know, what we do will be found out. And we pray that God will just kind of guide us and lead us. So Jaden, if you had one takeaway from all of today, what is it?
That we should try and be the best versions of us that we can possibly be, because that is who will be trialed in front of God.
Yeah, it's a good takeaway. All right, Jaden. So we are about to close. If you had just one thing you want to tell everybody, that's just a little word of encouragement or whatever, if you just want to say hi, what's up, it's up to you. What you got?
Everything you're going through right now is exactly what God is planning for you, and it is exactly what is making you into the great person that He has foretold you to be.
Yeah, that's good. Well, everybody, I'm Pastor Ethan, that's Jaden, and this has been episode 7 of the Truth Is podcast. Make sure you tune in next week for another episode with a new special guest. I'll see you next week.